Hello, and Scott, I've been talking with JR, and JR, you've gone through something that none of us ever could imagine, and that is that you have gone through a real challenge very recently. But you were telling me just now that the community has been tremendously behind you. Tell us some of the things that you've been experiencing.
The Firefighters Benevolent Society is going to have a fundraiser at the Beach Club, and they've informed me that they're going to donate their funds to us. That's just unbelievable. I've had family, staff, friends, guests, the community in general do amazing things above and beyond what I'd ever expect. The GoFundMe page, I never expected that. The neighbors, the gentleman that owns Kimball Lumber, the gentleman that Gold Coast Eagle, other restaurant owners, Swordfish Grill, Yoder's, Libby's, Cock and Bull. Cock and Bull's going to have a fundraiser for us. I mean, we're next door to each other. We're neighbors. The neighbors directly next to us, the pool store, Knott's Automotive, Detweiler's, yeah, I'm over there every day, but the Shell station. So everybody's really pulling together as a community. Very, very, very thankful for everything, and everybody's been so generous. And
for those of you who may not know, JR had owns the Packing House restaurant, and that restaurant caught fire, and it was demolished. It was just completely demolished. And so right now, the building is not serviceable. You can't really operate your restaurant there. And all of the people from that you're mentioning here have come together and have recognized your plight, and they want to help you because you're a giving, kind person, and they recognize that. So that's important to know.
I appreciate that. However, I didn't, that kind of community response, I would never thought. I'm just a little restaurant, nowhere near anything, I'm just.
But it's pretty wonderful. It's pretty wonderful.
Pretty
well, we're glad you're here. We're glad you didn't get hurt. That's very important.
Everybody's safe. Everybody was fine. It's all beautiful things.
And you told me that one item did get saved
this
in the
was
fire.
in my room. I had the back of the restaurant. There's an office, and then there's what women who call their man cave, guys call their man cave. In that room, that's now timbers. I mean, the roof has been demolished. The walls are all burnt. Everything's charcoal. This particular book, I don't know if you might recognize it.
It's the Bible.
It's the Bible, and all it has is some water damage.
Isn't that amazing? So that actually came out without being burned at all. It came out in one piece.
But yes, but on top of that, everything around it's on fire. One book. I mean, this book. I mean, a whole room full of stuff. There's my Star Wars stuff, there's my recliner, there's my TV set, all burnt to the ground, done. All of my books and tapes and all this other stuff gone in charcoal form. This book was sitting as you walk in right there. This is the wall. This is all burnt. The roof is collapsed. The whole room's on fire. This book saved it. That's the only thing.
That's the only thing you could take out of the restaurant.
That's
We're going to move on. We're going to move on. That is pretty special.
Bad.
No, you are going to have to just tell us. We may not have time to put it all together, but you are actually putting together some crab
I made shrimp cakes this morning at the house.
Okay, shrimp cakes.
So I don't like a lot of breadcrumbs, so there's not a lot of breadcrumbs. This is how it looks before you cook it. You can add more breadcrumbs if you really like. I'm not in all that. So this is what you do: is you take your onions and your celery and your peppers. I like colorful peppers. So I like red, yellow, green. I like it to look pretty. So if it looks pretty, it'll taste pretty. It'll taste good. And then you just season as you go, because believe it or not, not everybody likes sodium. So I might like it spicier, so I might add some more heat, or add a jalapeno, for instance. You might not. So if you're cooking for someone, you need to know that. Hey, easy on the spices. So I just try to make it more or less medium, what people would consider medium.
And then you're going to put it all together in a cake.
Put it all together, and you just take some breadcrumbs, 2 eggs, and
this is what you end up with. And you're serving it with a sauce. It's what type of sauce?
This is just mayonnaise and shiraki sauce, and you just put a little bit of lemon juice and a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, just a little bit, just to give it a little bit more seasoning, fresh lemon juice, and then you just pour that on a plate, and there you go.
Isn't that wonderful? And I just want to remind everybody, you can always go to The Dish, which is on our mysuncoast.com page, and go to The Dish, and you'll be able to find this wonderful recipe. JR is a bit overwhelmed right now with the gratitude that he has for this incredible community we live in, and we want to thank all of you for everything that you've done for him.